Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, wonderful, wonderful individual personality you. Today, I would like to speak about daily stimuli of our inner, and outer spiritual faculties, which also means utilizing our imagination to color and to compose the world in any situation and in any moment. For being imaginative, creative, with pure thinking and forming, shaping, utilizing our inner being to make this world a much brighter and much more divine place requires us to actively and daily utilize these faculties. We as an I will have to grab onto it and use it. Our imagination, our inspiration, which is our emotions that comes in when we utilize our imagination. Of course, it comes over time when we are ready for it. And then, of course, in the end, we touch upon our will. Although we are not meant to directly touch upon our will, we are meant to be our will, to utilize our thoughts and feelings in a sense. For our will is our innermost sacred place and should not be touched upon unless indirectly. It's the same with our thoughts. We can directly utilize the thoughts because it is in daytime consciousness. We can consciously see what we think. It is all about being aware of it, of course, because we can also let it go on automatic if we wish to. And many times those automatic thoughts might not be the most beautiful, But when you are here utilizing your own thoughts, it is up to you what you utilize them for. So if it is to paint a beautiful picture or composing beautiful music into this world, and with that I mean when we imagine and also connect to the higher hierarchy that is filling this world, we kind of compose music because it is an active unfolding thing. And it requires us to take our time, be steady, be stable and consistent. But at the same time, hold that faith, love and hope in your heart, for always they will connect to these uplifting and strengthening feelings of consistency, of a certain foundation. They will always be here with us as long as we know that they are here with us. And they will constantly show themselves up and show, hey, we are here, don't you worry. We always watch over you and you don't have anything to worry about. You just keep on going with what you do. For our hearts and our soul and spirit sing when you are utilizing what you have been given. It is and what you have chosen in this incarnation to do in this world. Being creative, being progressive, but at the same time stable and steady in foundation. So it is not only new, it is also working with what we already have, purifying, ennobling it. Because if we are far in the future without any foundation, we will just walk on, empty ground. It will be nowhere to place your feet. But with us steadily and consistently moving forward, you have the ground under your feet and you are stable and steady every day. With your imagination, you can truly come into many secrets and hidden mysteries that the universe wishes to show us. But as we say, we will have to have utilized and trained it to a certain point where we can meet them in the middle, so to speak. Because they will not come down to our level. They will not go down into the mud. We will have to lift ourselves up from the mud to the heights, but not so high that we lose sight of any details, that we only see the whole. It is about always perceiving both the whole and the details. And we are the perceiver of both, hence we are threefold. Now we also stay in the balance between both because one is not forsaken for the other. That will only lead to, imbalance. And the imbalance is not so easily balanced again because we swing the pendulum swing, or we the one arm of the scale is going further below than the other, when we are meant to hold them balanced, both of them. And we are the fulcrum of the scale, holding it in stability. Now, of course, when we do utilize our imagination and coloring it and making it stronger and more conscious within our own inner being, we also, well, it is difficult to explain it in word because it's so thoroughly beautiful. But when you see nature, when you see flowers, animals, when you see the winds, anything, you have an extra, you have an extra life, you have extra life on top of it through your imagination. And as I said, when you have used imagination enough, it becomes enlivened by the higher hierarchy through our emotions. Our emotions become more loving, and you just wish to become devotional and reverent towards what you perceive, because, well, it is truly a work of art, a work of a masterpiece, this reality. All this structuring and building up of forms and shapes and movements, and the more you think about it in details and in a true loving manner, the more you connect to the hierarchy. For you are praising their work, and they, of course, in duly fashion, meet you in the middle, and it is kind of a thank you, but at the same time also a cooperation in a sense with each other, with one another, we and the hierarchy. For we are part of the hierarchy, we are working within the hierarchy, and are part of the thoughts of the hierarchy. And we are always and consistently working upon what the hierarchy here has presented to us. But as we say, it takes time, it takes consistency and dedication, and not being in a hurry. For being in a hurry is temptation, you know. It is kind of a desperation, and that shouldn't be a factor in here, because it takes as long as it takes for each and every individual. We all grow in different paces and in different speeds, so it's about to hold the tempo of what we as individuals have, and take inspiration from those that are beyond, gone beyond our abilities to admire and to take inspiration from, and inspire those that are not behind us per se, but as we say, we do all grow in different fashions, but we do inspire each other always nonetheless. Or we can find each other, insulting, but that is up to each and every one of us to choose. For if you admire someone that has come far in their work, you will gain far more than if you were envious, and coveting is not that healthy for us, if we should say it like that. It is about having a certain gratitude for what we ourselves can achieve with our own inner being, and that requires patience and dedication to find out what are we good at, what can we do, what can we give to the world. And communication, for example, speaking is a form of art. It paints pictures, it conjures up imaginations that we can follow along with, and stimulating our imagination towards becoming enlivened, alive, mobile, flexible in mobility, And that is where we can connect to the hierarchy, for they are always metamorphosing, always transforming, always in movement, alive. So when you can connect to that with love, with compassion, with gratitude, you are connecting to the hierarchy. When you can feel that love, that is when you truly know that they are here with you, for they are very distinct in their being. Although one will have to train oneself to distinguish between many varieties of feelings and thoughts. And that is the joy of the whole journey. It's to learn, it's to grow, it's to become better. And that is what I will leave you with today. Thank you so much for listening to me. May you be protected, guided, blessed and loved by the higher hierarchy, Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, ancient masters of old, ancestors from every incarnation, and may you be provided for with all that you need to survive, live, thrive, being creative, inspirational, and healing to the world so others can choose to follow when the time is right. And may you be safe and sound. Love you so much, my dear sibling. See you. Goodbye.